Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. The sun has graced me today with some great, shall we say, lighting? I don't know. Natural light I feel like is good, but because I've never had like any sort of studio lighting, so it's just what I'm used to. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well. Happy holidays. I hope to post this post-holiday, so I hope you had a nice time with friends, family, loved ones, or just chilling by yourself. But I wanted to do a fun video today about what I sewed this year and what I am looking to sew for next year and things I'd like to learn and practice. So yeah, this is the first year that I like consistently sewed a lot, I think. So I'm excited to kind of take you through some of the things that I made. So on y va. Donc, this is in no particular order. This is just what I have, but this is what I have on hand. I made other things, but I gave them away as gifts or threw them away. I only like donated like 1 or 2 things that I made, and I don't think I will do that again. I just feel bad. Just because I'm like, I should keep it to see my progress. But there were some products I made and I was like, this sucks. And I just wanted it out of my sight, so note to self. Anyway, hope you enjoy my little Crimba tree. Anyway, the first thing is this top. I'll put the pattern below, but, hello, there's a big thump. This top, I forget the pattern maker, but I will put it below. But it's this stretchy top that I thought would be cute to kind of practice like a stretch fabric, stretch situation. I made a video on it, a tutorial. I made one of these and I gave it to my friend as a gift, so we have matching shirts. But I like it. I think it was, you know, I'm proud to work with the stretchy material, something I want to get better at. So yeah, that was this. I also think I have kind of a good color palette, I think, except for maybe this one, but I think this all kind of like works together. Next is this long sparkly dress. I made it, if you saw my vlog, my Christmas vlog, I finished this in that video, but I think this was good as well. It was again, another lesson in working with like different fabric, the velvet. I had never done like armholes before, but these like look really good. I think the neckline, not so much, but just don't look at that. And to make kind of like a fitted dress. I wear a lot of these types of dresses that are very like fitted bodycon, so I wanted to practice making that because that's what I like to wear a lot. So I think this turned out well enough. I would wear it and I will wear it. So next I made these pants out of fabric from Blackbird Fabrics that I posted in a haul over the summer. My vision came to life. I'm very happy with the project. I learned a lot of cool things, and again, I think the mark of like a good project, or like just even if things don't turn out the way you want, as long as you can maybe learn something, that is always a good sign. I learned how to do a buttonhole. I'd never done that before. I don't know why I was so scared. It's like really easy. Anyway, so I did that, and it has like nice elastic waistband. They are like really big. They're a lot bigger than I wanted to make, but I just didn't want to mess up the fabric because this was like expensive, good fabric. But I did pockets and the pockets look nice. So I'm very happy with these. They're great. They kind of are giving pajama, but I think my good friend Lauren said that they reminded her of Damson Matter, and I was like, okay, work, like good, because I don't know what the vibe is. They could be very much like PJs, but whatever. So love these, very comfortable. I like to wear them just like around my apartment, and hopefully during the spring and summertime, hopefully during the spring and summertime, they'll be nice to wear out and have a nice flowy pant. Next is something I was very proud of. This is, not the loose thread, this is just a simple gathered skirt. I wanted to make a gathered skirt, and part of like my goals for next year, which we'll talk about, I just wanted something to kind of just wear to the office. I work in an office and I like to dress up a little bit. So I just wanted like a good basic. So I made this gathered skirt just off of like my own measurements and just trying to figure out like, excuse me, trying to figure out like my own measurements. But I just Googled, you know, it's just math. It's not that difficult. I, again, was very intimidated by it, but it's really fine. So I made that. It has a nice invisible zipper. I love doing zippers. I don't know why, they're so fun. This is not like perfect, but I think it's still really good. You can still see it, so it's not totally invisible, but I think it's pretty good. And a nice waistband, and it's long enough. I feel like doing stuff like this is just good to like kind of get your confidence boosted. I just did this in like 3 hours in a random afternoon and I was like, this is great. And I wear it all the time to the office. I do think with stuff like this though, it can skew very Amish. So I'm very careful with like my styling because it's just not my vibe. Maybe for some people Amish is like their vibe, but not for me. And then I made another skirt. I realized this year I like wearing long skirts and I like wearing sleeveless things. I have yet to make anything with a sleeve. I don't know, it's not like I'm avoiding it, it's just what I'm like attracted to, I guess, in terms of clothing. I would like to make something with a sleeve. Maybe that's for next year, I don't know. But I made this bias cut skirt. I saw this scrap fabric at the fabric store near me and I was like, this would be perfect for like a chiffon skirt. And so I made this. It has like an unfinished hem, but I kind of think that's the vibe for this. I don't know, I just liked it. We'll see if it like unravels, you know. It's also uneven at the bottom, but I think that is kind of like the style I was going for. And it has this like gold bronzy thread in it as well, which is fun. I did a lining for the first time, so that was a learning situation with like the chiffon, because this is very sheer. I actually have no idea what this fabric is, but it's chiffon vibes. So yeah, loved this, very cute. I wear it to the office, I wear it out and about, very versatile. So those are some of the clothing things that I made. I also made this top. I'll insert some pictures here. I made 2 of these. I made one for my friend and one for my sister for both their birthdays. So that was really fun to do, kind of like a tailored like vest thing. And I liked it. And those types of things I think are good to make for people because the sizing doesn't have to be totally perfect because it's like a wrap situation. So yeah, I also made some other little knickknacks. I made this little tote bag. This is like my first YouTube video with these little tote bags. So fun, such a great project. People really like them for like lunch or whatever you do. I also made a little baby bonnet. My cousin had a baby last year and she's gonna have another baby soon, so maybe I'll make more. But little baby bonnet. I'll link all the patterns and stuff that I use below, of course. But I thought this was cute. Very like Red Riding Hood in like a red fabric would be cute. And I also made this, I made a ton of these utensil wraps. Love these. This is one of my favorites. I just really like this fabric. But this is, it's like a scrap buster kind of project. Sorry, there's like stuff in here. But it's good to use. You only need like a fat quarter. So if you see those like stacks at the fabric store or whatever, great opportunity to use this. And I use this all the time. I get a lot of compliments on it at work. I have a couple of them. Put that right there. And then I also made a little placemat. So I had a lot of this fabric left over and I really love it and it was expensive, so I didn't want to waste it. So I thought I could do a little quilting action. It's definitely, you know, a little wonky, but I think it works. You know, it's a little placemat for me, and it's cute, so I really like it. The back is just like muslin fabric, but oh, this I actually learned how to do, or just work with some like bias tape, the bias binding, so that was fun. I was gonna leave it like unfinished, but then it just kept fraying. I used like an old towel for the kind of bulk of it, so very interesting project to do. So, and good for scraps because I don't like to waste. So anyway, so That's everything I made this year, as far as I can remember. There might be some other things that I made and I just forgot, and sorry, but this is what I have. Anyway, next, we're going to talk about my goals and the things that I want to do next year and how I will achieve those. Because it's not enough to just say, oh, I want to do this, but like, how will I do those things? You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily believe in like New Year's resolution or those types of things. I think you can, every day is a new year. Like it just is. So you can start things at any time, but I do love the new year. I think it's like fun to kind of get you in the motivated spirit. So this is my little planner. Love this. I've talked about it on my channel before, but this is my favorite thing. Yeah, did I have everything? Yeah. I made a list of everything that I could remember that I made, and I was correct. So some goals that I have for next year. My aunt is very serendipitous. I was talking to my aunt at Thanksgiving, and I was like, oh, I want to get a serger, and she's like, don't, I have one and I don't use it. So I was like, yes. So Merry Christmas to me from my aunt. I'm gonna get a serger, and I'm really excited to start using it because unfortunately, but also fortunately, I think I've gotten to the stage of sewing where I want the inside to look good too. Like the inside of all of these, trash, garbage. Like I do French seams for some of them. I do a zigzag stitch. But they just don't look great, and I would like to experiment with the serger. I think that would be good, or an overlocker if you're in literally any other country. I was Googling it. I think Americans are the only ones that call it a serger. Whatever. So, would like to do that. I also, like I said, I like to wear a lot of like stretchy fabrics and work with a lot of knits, and that's kind of like what I've read the best way to finish those. So I'm excited about that. And yeah, because one of the, have nice finishings inside serger practice. I will practice my serger using my serger by working with knits, and I will have nice finishings on the inside of my garments with the serger. So those work together. Check, check. What else did I want to put on here? There was something else. I was just thinking about it. Oh, I want to make more, I mean, all I make is like ready to wear and like some crafty things. So of course it's like wearable stuff, but I want to focus more on making stuff that I will wear more often, and like good basics and stuff I will wear to the office, because I tend to just wear a lot of the same stuff going into the office and just in life. And you know, I want to make good quality things that really fit me and that I can wear over and over again. And so that's kind of a goal of mine. So I want to kind of vision board a little bit and see what I want, you know, each season to be. I follow Seamwork, and I know they have like a design your wardrobe class, which looks fun. Maybe I'll look into that. But of course I want to do all my fun, like kooky, crazy designs, but I also want to make stuff that I will actually wear. Because it's also like getting good at doing basics, I think is important, and like the confidence of being like, yes, I can make things that I will, things I will actually wear. So that's on there. Oh yeah, fitted for me. Because again, like, that's why I got into sewing. Clothes just like don't fit. And that's okay, but it annoys me. Anyway, next I have this like one design. I'll insert a picture. This is like random notes, but I also have some little like designs and stuff. I have a vision for, I saw a velvet patchwork skirt in the video, in the window of a thrift store, and I was like, that is everything. Of course it's too small. Everything in the thrift store is way too small for me. So I was like, ugh, it was like a size 2. So I was like, but I can make that on my own. And I have a vision of like diamond patchwork velvet with like jewel tones, very like medieval vibes. And then I want to add some like beading. I think that would be really fun. That I think would be like a labor of love. Definitely would take a lot of time, but that's like a specific project I have in mind. But also on my list, I want to like do some beadwork. I think that'd be really fun. I love, you know, sparkly things, glittery things. So I would love to do some of that. I'm taking actually a beadwork class By the time this comes out, I will have already taken it, and at the New York Sewing Center. So check them out if you live in the area. They have tons of classes and stuff on random things. The beadwork looks very exciting to me, so I'm hoping to just get some basics. I do very much like have the confidence to just pick up a craft and like just start doing it. I tend to like start things without looking at directions, which is kind of like a fatal flaw of mine. But I also want to like learn properly from a professional if the opportunity presents itself, which it does. Sometimes you can't go to a class about beadwork because who's doing that? But like, luckily I can, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. So excited for that. Beadwork / embroidery, velvet skirt, capsule iron. Oh yeah, I'm interested in like working with just new fabrics and like specifically suiting. My fabric store has a lot of suiting stuff, and my grandpa was a tailor, so I am like very much inspired by like all the like suits and stuff. I have like a blazer that he made for my mom, and it's very impressive to me. I just am like, wow, like making something like really fitted and structured. I think that's definitely like further down the line for me, but I do want to like work with some of the materials, and I feel like suiting and that style is like very trendy right now, so I want to kind of just explore and see what it could bring me. So I have a couple like designs in my head of like a mini skirt or something. Another thing I want to do, kind of aligning with the capsule wardrobe, is like dress more for like my body type or like what I feel most comfortable in. I think, you know, as I grow older, I'm kind of realizing what I feel comfortable in and what I don't. You know, and I think I should lean more into what I feel comfortable in. Like, I like wearing a lot of skirts and dresses. Pants I'm very particular about, so I want to like get good at making those so I can make them the way that I want. So that's another aspect. Oh yeah, I'm interested in like leather working too. Just getting this like really inspired me because this is just a rectangle. Like, no shade to this company, love them, Paper Republic, but this is just a rectangle, and like if I had the wherewithal, I could create something like this. So finding like just scrap leather some places, I'm sure they exist somewhere in the city, and just kind of learning how to like work with it and like the little tools. I found this website, I'll link it below, but it's something, I forget what it's called, but they have like kits. They can send you kits of making like a glasses case or a wallet or something, and it's like all cut out and you just put it together. And it's good because you learn burnishing and you learn using the tools and all that stuff, which is cool, I think. And you get a little product at the end. And I think they're also like very reasonably priced. They're like real leather, and I think they have videos that go along with it too, which is helpful too. So specifically for leather working, I want to make a strap for my camera. I think that'd be cool. So we'll see. And then also my last thing for next year, I want to like start a website and put all my like work on there and kind of build up a portfolio. You know, I just want to record it somewhere. That's kind of why I have this channel too. I just want to record like for my own use, I guess. I mean, you guys can enjoy it too, but I think just for my own, like, just to see my progress. And so I think a portfolio just online would be nice. And just maybe sell some of my photography. Like, I'm not super like, I gotta sell and make money from this, at least not at this stage. But I have like this photograph on the wall that I have in my kitchen. I'll insert it here. I took this picture on a trip to Paris last year, and it's one of my favorite photos, and I printed it out and I put it in my kitchen. And I think that like photography for me, I enjoy kind of like photographing things where people once were. Photographing things where people once were, and kind of like a human was here, but they're not here anymore, but here's the evidence. Kind of like still life type of stuff. I don't know. I don't really know what that is called, but I find it interesting. So that's my plan. That's really it. If you guys have any plans for your New Year's resolutions or any like goals or things that you want to do, put them in the comments below. I want to be inspired. And hopefully we can all fulfill our New Year's resolutions. even if you don't, that's okay. I think the best like thing to do is just start any time of year. Start in November, start today. And it could just be Googling stuff, you know, just starting to get off the ground, I think is really helpful. Whenever I have a task or a project that seems really overwhelming, like in life at all, school, work, anything, it's if you just do the baby steps, you know, make a list or something, it'll make it that much easier. So that is my mantra. Anyway, that's all. Hope you have a lovely start to your new year. Get ready for more videos this year. I'm excited. And yeah, that's it. So, bisous, au revoir.